YT, what's going on, man? Welcome to another episode of the Honeycomb Hideout, where we've been putting in major work on the LS Swap 3rd Gen Camaro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love and everything we've been getting on the last couple of episodes, man. Shout out to those subscribers. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the post notification bell so you get the notifications when we drop new bangers. You know what I'm saying? When we drop new content, you be the first to watch it. Even from there, make sure you subscribe to the Instagram at the Honeycomb Hideout on Instagram, where you get to see a lot of sneak previews before, you know what I'm saying, those videos, before the YouTube content even actually drop. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I think this will be like episode 22 or something like that. You know, since then we have gotten a lot of work done on the 3rd Gen, and we're gonna get a lot of work done this weekend. I literally just walked out here. Literally just walked out here. Let me show you guys what we've gotten done on the car. I'm still waiting on my buddy to pull up to help me on that bolt that I broke there. Nevertheless, we did get the transmission lines ran up to the front, so the transmission lines coming down right there. They run up there. I just gotta tie those into the the transmission cooler. As you guys see, we did get the new starter put on. The only thing on the starter I'm having a issue is that 2-gauge power wire coming from the battery. I just gotta figure out a good way to snug that up on there. And also, as you guys can see, let me see, can you see it right there? We got a good transmission flexible dipstick put in. That is a A-Team. I ordered that off of Amazon for like 50 bucks. We got that. It's able to seat in there. Now the only thing about snap, ooh, it get tighter. It get tight up under there when you layer it up. But the only thing about that transmission line is it do come with a plastic one, and it's not recommended that you use that plastic one. Now granted, that one there was like the 3rd transmission line that I bought. And on that last episode that I posted, I did have one that I bought for a $700 for. Basically what I did was just straighten out that transmission dipstick, which is right here, and I was able to, it does, my only thing about it is it don't allow me to really push it in all the way, but nevertheless we got a dipstick that seats. Now I guess we just gotta find I mean, we got a dipstick tube that seats, but from here I guess we just gotta find a transmission dipstick itself that'll actually work with that, because the plastic one that comes with that is not recommended. Seen a couple reviews where it said it actually melted inside of the tube and messed up transmissions and so on and so forth, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? We already got the gauge cluster installed. Today is just pretty much gonna be a buttoning some things up, especially those transmission lines. Just going over everything, so next weekend we can go ahead, get the battery, we can go ahead, get the fluids, and y'all know what time it'll be from there. You feel me? So without further ado, let me find I'm looking for an adjustable wrench right now. Let me find a adjustable crescent wrench. Let me find that so I can do these transmission lines. And once I get that, you already know, man, I'm gonna pick back up with y'all. So I'll be right back. Plumbing the I really just ended plumbing the transmission lines. I'm gonna show you guys that real quick before I move on to my next. Alright, so as y'all know, as I showed you, down underneath we got the transmission lines coming up. They're actually coming up right here, right there, up underneath the cold air intake, which is not bolted in right now because I want to swap this out. See, I already got the 4-inch 90-degree coupler, but I want to swap this. You see how ugly that is, man? But I got those plugged into the transmission cooler right there, and the other one is like up there that way. What I'm about to do now is a guy in the 3rd gen LS swap group pointed out that I had my transmission mounted backwards. So let me get some support on that. I got some support. So let me show you guys what he said was backwards. And I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it totally makes sense. So we're gonna swap that around as well. Let's get up under here. All right, so on the transmission, you guys see how, hold on, I dropped a lot of my bolts and sockets. All right, so on the transmission, now you see how it has these this hole, these 2 outer holes right there. So what I was told is those supposed to go in those holes right there, which, like I said, to me it made total sense. So as you see, I got the jack up under here. We're gonna jack the transmission up. We're gonna get that swapped around, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. So I'll be right back with y'all. Yes sir, yes sir. So went ahead, swapped all of that out. Now as you can see, like I was saying, buddy in the group told me I had that on backwards, and now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts actually holding them out to the cross member, and then 2 holding the transmission, which looks, I mean, honestly, that it's one of those situations where you looking and you like, dang, why I got 2 extra bolts in the package and you don't know where those bolts go to. You feel me? So yeah, man, I'm just up under here. I'm just buttoning up everything, man. We getting ready to do the swap. We getting ready to try to get ready to crank this motherfucker within, I ain't gonna tell y'all, but yeah, man, I'm just tightening up this stuff. So we're gonna get this tightened up. I need to tighten up this bolt right here on the fuel rail. I also need to go ahead and make sure I got the connector right here on the shifter tightened. So, you know what I'm saying, we just doing all those what you calling those check throughs before we get ready to turn this bitch over. So, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna knock this stuff out, pick back up with y'all, but yeah, that's where we standing right now, and I definitely appreciate it. Yes sir, gang. So going back to that bolt that was broken off on the rear yoke, I ended up pulling the rear yoke off, which is right here in my hand. yeah, we're gonna talk about that from when we get from underneath the car. But yeah, so we got a rear end with no rear yoke now. Everything up under the rear end is pretty much bolted up. Even when it comes to my starter and my starter wires, I got good. I forgot who I got them from. Let me see what they say. Design Engineering Inc. I got that from Summit, along with this heat shield right here and the heat shield up there on the starter wires. You know what I'm saying? I probably got shit less than, I know it's less than half an inch up there between the starter wires and the headers, but that will work. We got the transmission lines plumbed up through there. So yeah, and then as you all know, we got the transmission mount put on. And actually, I wanna, do I want to put that plate on today or later on? We'll see. Cause it's a plate that has to go on this. I just don't want that transmission when I move that bitch. I don't want that transmission to shift. Before we leave the Pepsi cans up under the car, I ain't gonna get on you, bruh. So, woo. Get everything. So I got the rear yoke off. You know what I'm saying? My buddy. Now I credit to him because he pulled up with the weather machine on the trailer and everything. He tried to help a brother out. I'm not too familiar of the different type of welds that they are, but as you can see, instead of hitting the bolt, he hit the side of the yoke. But nevertheless, I got my buddy where I get all the good parts from. I'm actually gonna call him when I get settled in the house, see if he found the part, cause he said he'll sell the yoke to me for about $20. A brand new one, it costs about, you know what I'm saying, close to like, a brand new one costs close to $200. And shit, I'd rather take an hour drive and pay $20 than that, you know what I'm saying? So that's everything underneath the car. Starter wires, all that is buttoned up. Starter is on. Everything on. The only time that I have to get underneath the car again is to put that rear yoke on. Put the drive shaft on, bolt that up. I already got new bolts for it. I already got new U-joint clamps for it and everything. As far as the car, and the motor, the only thing I have to do is run grounds. I do have a ground ran here that's coming down and connects to this wire, which this piece right here I'm gonna ground to the body, and that piece right there gonna ground to the negative. These two black wires right here, this goes to my main circuit breaker, and the other black wire is coming from the starter on the other side. So as far as the motor, the only thing that I gotta do is finish up the grounds. Let me see, that's gonna be ground from the motor to the battery to the chassis. I'm gonna have a ground from behind the cylinder head to the chassis. I'm gonna have a ground from the block, and I'm gonna try to do one from the block and the head to the chassis, and then from there probably do one more ground or something like that. I should be complete, you know what I'm saying. As far as the grounds, I already got those wires right here cut out of the 2-gauge wire, and to be honest, what I'm gonna do is sit that over here in a battery tray with the battery cables. Another thing that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna show you guys, you know what I'm saying, this just a sneak preview for me to be able to access my coolant overflow tank. So this little plastic piece right here, I don't have the bolts to go in it, but what I did was I did cut out an access panel, you know what I'm saying, to my coolant overflow tank. So now I don't even have to do all of that. I can just oh, it's on that tight right now. Oh, hold on. All right. That bill was on that tight. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll be able to unscrew and screw that you know what I'm saying, when I need to access the coolant overflow tank. But that's where we stand as far as right now. We just need to finish bolting up the grounds. And as far as with the grounds, man, crazy story, man. I was headed to Harbor Freight today to actually grab the 2-gauge wire terminals, and got halfway down the street and realized I ain't have my debit card. And I mean, honestly, at this point, I kind of more so, like, just because I'm at that point to where I'm finalizing the swap, I kind of more so wanted to just like clean up the garage today and, you know, do all of those sorts of things. So after I realized I got halfway there, man, I just came home, took that little cash money that I had in my pocket. Yeah, I had some cash money. Y'all, I know y'all like, well, why he complaining about his debit card? Honestly, I ain't even want to go to Harbor Freight altogether anyways. I was already contemplating. But nevertheless, once I realized I got halfway there, man, I turned around, came home, picked up my debit card, put that money in the bank, and then, you know what I'm saying, went ahead and ordered the battery terminals, man. I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying, let me just, you know, focus on cleaning up, because I'm pretty much already there. Like, pretty much the whole goal is, once I get this crunk, once I'm able to get it started and running and idling, from there, all I pretty much got to do is price me, because I gotta put new brakes. I gotta put new brakes on the car, and I gotta redo the front suspension. Front suspension is not that, the front suspension is not as many parts as the rear. You know, you can get a whole new Moog front suspension for probably like $200 or something. So main goal is get it cranked, get it to crank, get it idling, get it to go through a couple heat cycles where I know, okay, like, I feel like once I put this guy in drive, she'll be running. From there, I've already priced me some axle dump. Yes, I'm gonna go with the axle dump. I've already priced me axle dump exhaust from Walter Racecraft. The axle dump is like $300 or something like that. So I'm gonna order that, and I'm gonna order some UMI subframe connectors. So from there, I'm gonna do the brakes at the house. And then of course, at that time I gotta get new tires for the car. So I'm gonna do the brakes. I'm gonna get new tires for the car. I'm gonna order the exhaust and the subframe connectors. Once I order the exhaust and the subframe connectors, it's gonna go to the shop to get both of those welded on. And then my main goal is once the shop calls me and tell me that, the subframe connectors and the exhaust is welded on, honestly, I should be able to drive it home. Everything else will be done. I know it's idling. I know, all of that is good. I should be able to drive it home. Since it has the Holley system on it, I should be able to leave it in the self-learning loop system or what have you. Just do of course, I gotta do some more research on the Holley system itself. But like I said, man, a couple times with it idling, it should be able to learn, and then like I said, man, off to the exhaust shop it go. Get the exhaust, get the subframe connectors and all that welded on, and I should be driving it. Hey, I originally wanted to be driving it by my birthday, which is September 28th. My birthday already passed, but I feel more better because I feel like I didn't rush anything. I took my time. Every problem that, so far and so forth, I've come across, I've conquered. Hey, it may have took me a day, an extra day. It may have took me a week, extra 2 weeks to figure out. But, all the problems I've come across so far, I've conquered. Still looking for a good body, man. Some small things on the body that I want to get worked out. So I'm still looking for a good body, man. I'm still looking for a good paint guy. So if you're a subscriber, if you're a watcher, you looking for some business, you want to collab on a good paint job, you want to do that. And when I say collab, listen, I'm not asking for nothing free. I understand, hey, we all gotta work. We all gotta, start somewhere. But, we can work something out to where, you put your work out there. I put my car out there. Of course, my car is one of your products. You did some work on it, and we can do what it do. Also, as I said, finalizing everything as far as the wiring. Also thinking about live streaming the first start. If you a guy out there and you pretty knowledgeable on the Holley systems, looking, shoot you an extra couple dollars to have you on standby. Just in case, let's say, everything that I've done, I don't get a first start. I don't get a start like my 5th and 6th try of turning the key, just to have you there on standby to help me troubleshoot what's going on. We can work that out as well. But nevertheless, that's just me throwing some business out there, reaching out to my fellow YouTubers. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, subscribe button so you get all the new post notifications when we drop. Make sure you comment as well. It helps the algorithm. And other than that, man, we're gonna be out, man. Peace.